Have you ever wondered how to be in control of your life when everything around you feels like it's pulling the strings? Think about it. One careless comment, one disrespectful look, and suddenly your whole mood flips. If that sounds familiar, then here's the uncomfortable truth. When people can trigger you that easily, they're the ones running the show, not you. And that's exactly why learning how to be in control of your life is the single most important skill you can master if you want real freedom. See, the problem isn't just that people can be rude, toxic, or unpredictable. The deeper issue is that we keep handing them the power to decide how we feel. Every time you snap, overthink, or spiral into anger, you're letting them rent space in your head for free. But here's the twist. Emotional self-control isn't some mystical gift reserved for monks. It's a practical skill anyone can build. And when you do, you'll know exactly how to stop letting people control you and how to stay calm under pressure. In this video, I'll show you how to be in control of your life, how to stop being triggered, and how to reset your mind so no one else decides your mood. You'll learn how to build self-discipline, stop overreacting, and even improve your emotional intelligence so you can enjoy life again without drowning in other people's drama. This isn't fluffy self-help, it's real-life advice that actually works. By the end, you'll have tools and habits of health that make you unshakable. So, are you ready to take back the steering wheel? Understanding triggers and why they control you. Most people think their anger, stress, or frustration comes from other people's behavior. But here's the catch. It's not really about what others do, it's about how you interpret it. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. One person shrugs it off and keeps listening to music, while another blows up, honking and yelling like their life just ended. Same event, two completely different reactions. That's the essence of how to be in control of your life. Learning how to control your emotions instead of letting situations dictate them. Triggers are like buttons, and the more you allow people to press them, the more you're giving away your power. Think about it. If a coworker's sarcastic comment ruins your entire afternoon, they're basically deciding how your day goes. That's why emotional self-control is key. It's not about ignoring disrespect, but about choosing how to respond. A simple way to practice? Next time someone annoys you, pause for 10 seconds before speaking. That small gap can be the difference between a meltdown and mastery. Here's where it gets interesting. Most people never stop to ask, why does this bother me so much? That question alone is a game changer. Maybe the trigger comes from an old insecurity, a fear of being judged, or even perfectionism. Becoming aware of these patterns is how to stop being triggered and how to gain self-respect. Because once you know your weak spots, you can protect them instead of letting others exploit them. And when you start noticing these triggers, well, that opens the door to the next step. Building emotional self-control through awareness. Emotional self-control doesn't happen overnight. It starts with awareness. Most people go through their day on autopilot, reacting without even noticing. But when you stop and actually observe your thoughts and emotions, you begin to see the patterns. For example, if every time you're criticized you get defensive, that's a signal. Instead of asking, why are they attacking me? Flip it to, why do I feel attacked? That shift is how to be more self-aware and how to improve emotional intelligence in daily life. Think of it like going to the gym. You wouldn't expect to lift heavy weights on the first day, right? The same goes for emotional self-control. Start small. Notice when you're irritated in traffic, when someone interrupts you, or when a family member pushes your buttons. Write it down in a journal at night. What triggered you, how you reacted, and how you could have reacted instead. Over time, these little reflections train your brain to stop overreacting and to respond with intention. It's like a mental workout for how to master self-control. The more aware you become, the more calm under pressure you'll feel. It's almost like putting a mirror in front of your emotions. You can't change what you don't see. And once you start noticing, you'll realize how often small things steal your peace. Awareness doesn't just help you stop letting people affect your mood. It also gives you the clarity to choose better responses. And this clarity, well, it's the foundation for building habits that make you unshakable. Practical habits to strengthen self-discipline. Here's the thing. Emotional control isn't just about knowing what to do. It's about training yourself with habits that keep you grounded. Self-discipline is like a muscle, and if you don't work it, it stays weak. One of the best ways to build it is through small, consistent routines. For example, Start your mornings with 5 minutes of deep breathing or journaling before grabbing your phone. That tiny act teaches your mind how to take control of your life instead of being controlled by outside noise. Another powerful tool is practicing deliberate discomfort. Sounds strange, right? But think about it. Taking a cold shower, fasting for a few hours, or pushing yourself through an extra set at the gym, all these build tolerance. And when you can handle physical discomfort, you'll find it's easier to handle emotional discomfort too. That's how to stop overreacting when life gets tough, how to stay calm in stressful situations, and how to build self-discipline in a way most people never even consider. Consistency is the secret ingredient. It's not about perfection, but about showing up daily. Read books like Atomic Habits by James Clear or The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle to reinforce this mindset. These habits of health don't just make you stronger, they reset your brain to focus on bettering yourself instead of chasing approval. And as your discipline grows, you'll notice something fascinating. You'll stop being bothered by others because you'll already be in control of your inner world. Which leads us into the next key piece. Shifting perspective, turning challenges into training. Here's a mindset shift that changes everything. What if every difficult person or stressful situation was actually your free training ground for emotional intelligence? Think about it. Life is constantly giving you opportunities to practice how to control your emotions. That coworker who interrupts you? Training. The family member who criticizes everything you do? Training. Even the slow Wi-Fi or long grocery line can be practice for how to stop being triggered and how to never get angry over small stuff. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "How can I use this to grow?" That one question reframes problems into lessons. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of raging, you can breathe and think, "Perfect, this is my chance to stay calm under pressure." By seeing challenges as practice, you stop letting people control you and start building unshakable mental clarity. It's a way of turning daily annoyances into personal growth therapy, free, constant, and powerful. This perspective shift also protects your energy. When you view life this way, you realize that not every battle deserves your attention. You start to choose your responses like a chess player, moving with strategy instead of emotion. And the more you play this mental game, the more you'll notice your self-respect growing. Suddenly, instead of wasting hours overthinking everything, you'll find peace in knowing you're in control. And once you've mastered this perspective, the next step is about something deeper: how to actually reset your life and design it on your terms. Resetting your life and designing it with intention. At some point, everyone feels stuck, living the same routines, triggered by the same people, and carrying the same frustrations. That's why learning how to reset your life is so powerful. It's not about moving to another city or quitting your job tomorrow. It's about making intentional choices that shift your direction. For example, decluttering your environment, setting clear boundaries, and creating a morning ritual can give you back a sense of control. These small resets add up, and suddenly you realize you're not reacting to life. You're designing it. One of the best pieces of advice for life is this: don't just manage your emotions, manage your environment. If scrolling social media makes you compare and feel small, cut down on it. If certain people constantly drain your energy, limit their access to you. This is how to stop letting people affect your mood, and how to be in control of your life in the most practical sense. By protecting your mental clarity, you create space for habits of health, bettering yourself, and actually enjoying life again. And here's the magic. Once you start building your life with intention, the triggers lose their grip. You'll find yourself calmer, stronger, and more self-aware. Not because the world changed, but because you did. That's the essence of self-improvement therapy and personal growth therapy. It's not about fixing everything outside, but mastering everything inside. And when you live this way, you don't just survive stress, you thrive in it. Which brings us to one final step: tying all of this together so you can live unshakably. So now you know, being unshakable isn't about avoiding stress or hoping people will magically stop triggering you. It's about mastering yourself, your awareness, your discipline, and your perspective, so you decide how to be in control of your life, no matter what comes your way. The question is, are you going to keep handing other people the remote control of your emotions, or are you ready to take it back once and for all? Ask yourself, how much longer do you want to live letting others decide your mood? How many days will you lose overthinking everything overreacting, or getting angry over things that don't even matter tomorrow. Imagine how much mental clarity, self-respect, and peace you'd gain if you started practicing emotional intelligence daily. That shift doesn't just improve your emotions, it resets your life, opens space for joy, and helps you enjoy life again on your terms. Now it's your turn. Apply these tips, test them out in real life, and watch how fast you start to change. And if you're serious about bettering yourself and building habits of health that stick, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because I'll keep sharing the best real-life advice to help you grow stronger, calmer, and happier. Your life won't change by accident, it'll change when you decide to take control. So, what choice will you make today?